In this video, we're going to write a check. So to do this, we're going to go to Accounting, we're going to go to Checking, and we're going to create a new entry. The very first thing that we need to do before we select any of these options is select the account that we want to write the check out of. So we're going to select Bank 1. In this case, we're going to write a check, but the one thing to note is that every single one of these types of things are all identical. It's just whether you're doing a deposit or a check. And Lizzy knows that based on whether it's an inbound or an outbound. So either of these two is going to put money, or this is going to put money into the account. This is going to take money out. This is going to take money out. This is going to put money in, and obviously these two will take it out. So this and this are the only two that will actually put money into the checking account. But the way that they look and act and work are all identical. So we're going to go ahead and select check. We are going to type in who we're writing the check to. If we happen to type in a name of a company that has already been in before, we can select it from a list so that we don't type it in more than once. And that way it kind of helps us with locating checks too. If we want to look at everything that we've written to Amazon, we can easily do that if everything's tagged the same way. So at this point, I'm just going to come up here and we're going to select the day that we're going to write the check, and we'll just leave that for today. And then you've got the check number. In this particular account, we'll just put in 1,000, and then over here we'll put in the amount. So let's say we're writing a $100 check to Amazon. We'll put in what it's for, buying toner. And so that is all the information about the check itself. We have a field here to put in additional detail about the check if we want to. It's not required. And then down here at the bottom is where we actually put the offset account. Now you'll notice that it has already defaulted to 100. So if this entire amount were going toward, let's say, computer expense, then I can come down here to my expense accounts, and we can say that this is going to be a computer expense type account, and we can even add a description that will go onto the general ledger if we want to. So maybe it's a little bit different a description that we want to put there. A good example is that we may have bought more than toner. Let's say we bought a printer and toner. So at this point, we can put up here, we can say buying toner or printer. And then down here, we'll put in that this is going to be for the toner, and we'll change this amount to $23, and we'll add. Now, this is the departmental accounting information. If you're using departmental accounting, it's asking how you want to break up that expense between all of the different departments in your business. I'm just going to tell it to use defaults, and we'll tell it to save. And then I'm also going to come down here, and let's say we're going to pick a computer expense, and I don't know if there is one in this particular account. It really will just say expense miscellaneous, and so we're going to put in the rest of the money into that account. Now if you happen to not put in the proper amount of money, then what will happen is when we expense this thing out, or when we save it, you're going to get an error message. So as an example, we're just going to say this is for the printer. We'll add that. And so now we should have two amounts here for the different accounts. And so we're just going to go ahead and tell this to use defaults, and we'll tell it to save. And so we have our totals here. So let's go ahead and try to save. And so now if we come back over here and view the register, and we choose the Bank 1 account, you can see that we actually have our account here, and we can click on Amazon and open it up. We can void the check here, print the check, whatever it is that we need to do from this particular screen. And we can also see the breakdowns that we had entered in for the check to be written against.